Hey guys, it's Nina Zeta with Sidewalker Daily, and in today's video, I want to talk about a question that I get asked time and time again, and it's whether or not you should be hiding your likes on Instagram. As the founder of a creator community on Instagram, like I literally have a community of all different creators, influencers that I talk to day in and day out through so many different types of ways. People ask me, Nina, should I be hiding my likes? And I'm sure you guys are familiar with what that is. And in today's video, I'm gonna screen share, I'm gonna teach you how to hide your likes, but I'm also gonna go through the pros and cons. And a lot of the research that I've done for today's video has been contributed by you guys. I actually put a poll on Instagram. I asked people, what are your guys' thoughts? Why do you hide them? Why don't you? So that we could get a full picture of different reasons. Now, as someone who is the founder of a creator community, just in general, and I guess the way I do business, I don't like to tell people what to do. I don't want to be like, do that, do this, or don't do that, or don't do this. And the reason being is because I want you guys to be able to come up with those decisions on your own. You know, you own your own businesses. It's important that you come up with like the deductive reasoning and the critical thinking skills to be able to say, this is a good choice for my business, or this is not. I want to help guide you to that decision, but I don't want to make it for you because again, every single person watching today has different goals, different needs, and everyone's positions are different, right? So for today's video, like I said, I'm going to outline some of the big pros, some of the big cons, and then I'm going to share my screen and walk you guys through how to actually set it up if you want to. Now, before I get started, if you haven't so already, make sure you hit subscribe to our channel if you're interested in all things influencer and creator economy and social media strategy, because we publish videos weekly on this topic. So hit that little bell to be notified on upcoming videos. Now, when I did this poll on Instagram, the majority of people, around 70% of people, did not hide their likes. So in my creator community, I would say around 70% are not hiding it, but there were about 30 to 35% of people that do. And the people that do, what I came to realize is that their thought process was, and I'm gonna share and read some things that was said directly, but the people that do feel that they don't wanna be judged by the number of their likes. They feel like it's, from their own mental health. They don't wanna be checking likes and being stressed. Did this photo do well? Their thought process is, some girls were saying, hey, you can see likes on desktop. So like if a brand is really interested in seeing my likes, they can go and check it on desktop, which is totally true. I think a big part of the people that are hiding likes are doing it more because they don't want to be consumed by the need to, this vanity metric and this feeling of being overwhelmed by how well a post did or does not do. Now, I think what's interesting is that's probably why Instagram enabled this to begin with, because they wanted to remove that burden from people. So when you think about choice, it's quite great that Instagram has given creators a choice to do this. It's not like they're hiding likes for everyone. You as a creator, you as a business owner, you can decide whether or not it's a good fit for you. So let me go ahead and read some answers from my community because I think they're really, really great insight as to how other creators are feeling. Okay, so right here, I found myself being so consumed by how many likes my post was getting instead of just focusing on putting out content. If something didn't get a certain number of likes, then I felt defeated and I felt like I wasn't doing enough. Since turning them off, my mental health surrounding social media has definitely changed. I'm less concerned and consumed by the number. I'm just working on my content and getting it out there for the world to see. It's made me be able to let go of being such a perfectionist and give it more power to just go for it. So I think that's a really interesting perspective. Let's go ahead and read from some other people who have also hidden their likes. One creator right here, hiding likes may have seemed to increase my reach. Interesting, I haven't heard that before. Another creator, in my opinion, it doesn't affect brand deals. Plus, if you're on desktop, you can still see them. So for her, it doesn't, she's still working with brands equally. It's not affecting her. So yeah. Another creator, I prefer to hide mine because I would like people to focus on the quality of my work rather than how many likes it received. If brands want to see my insights to get a better understanding of my reach or engagement, I'm happy to screenshot a backend stat for them. So I think a lot of people are going in, and again, they're doing it more because they want to focus on their content. Now let's hear from the perspective of those that don't hide their likes and they're not interested in doing so. So a lot of the people in my community are working with brands. As you guys know, that's like my signature thing, is helping influencers and creators work with brands. I have an entire signature course on pitching to brands. So pitching is my thing. So you're gonna obviously hear a lot of responses from creators who are working with brands. Right here we have, I don't hide them because I want brands to be able to see my engagement. I'm working to pitch to brands and I feel like they would like to be able to see that. So a lot of people are not hiding it because they think that the brands want to be able to see that. And I'll share my opinion on that in a second. It's a good way to see honestly what your audience thinks and doesn't hold meaning to your worth as a creator, just how well your message is getting across. So for some people, for this creator, she's like, it doesn't, your worth is not connected to your likes, so don't trip out on it. Another creator, I don't hide my number of likes because each of those likes is very valuable to me. And also the number of likes does not reflect the time or effort created on making my content, so I'm not ashamed of it. Now this is interesting. She is saying every single like that comes through the door is valuable to me. And I really love this perspective because I think that's a really nice way to look at it. Not like seeing, oh, okay, I only got 50 likes, but being like, those are 50 people, right? 50 individuals. How cool is that? Versus like looking at it as just like, oh, it's only 50 likes, right? And then lastly, right here, I don't hide because it's about progress, not perfection. So again, you're seeing a lot of creators on both sides of the field. And I think what is super interesting, one person said this, I was just kind of like blown away, was kind of like, well, I want to hide my likes, but it's almost like letting people know that I care, that it affects me. And I thought that was so cool to hear. Like, it's almost like admitting defeat by being like, okay, well, I want to hide my likes. It's saying to the world, well, I clearly am affected by likes, right? So everyone is like really interpreting this in their own way. And I think what it comes down to is that for some, hiding their likes, like, it's very different than for others. Like for some creators who don't have, maybe a personal attachment to their work, they don't care. They're just kind of like, I'm putting it out there. Likes don't validate me and I'm not interested in this, so they don't want to hide them. For others, maybe they don't feel the need to have the likes out there because likes don't even matter, right? So for them, it is totally something that they want to hide and they feel really good about. Like they feel actually better because social media is bringing a lot of anxiety, right? And it does bring a lot of feelings of self-doubt. Creators are feeling down about themselves. So I see why Instagram did this. And I think it's a good choice, like I said originally, to be able to have the choice to do what you want with this decision. Oh, and also if you are an influencer or creator and you're looking for some free goodies, we have an entire library dedicated to you guys, influencers and creators. We have tons of worksheets and different handouts that you guys can access for free. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and sign up below under my free gift for creators so that you can get access to all these good worksheets that are going to help keep you on track as a creator or influencer. I think ultimately it depends on what you use social media for, as that will determine a big chunk of whether or not you should be sharing your likes. And again, I don't think there's ever like a right or wrong reason. Is a brand not going to work with you because you don't share your likes? No. Like, I'm on the brand side. If I really want to work with a creator, him or her not sharing their likes isn't a deal breaker. Yeah, it may create more work for me to go and ask them to, see what their engagement looks like. But again, a lot more of my brands and clients, like this is just us personally, but we're like gearing away towards things like engagement. We're looking at impressions and views, we're looking at audiences, we're looking at case studies from creators and like, what are their past results? So I'm not tripped out on things like likes, but maybe some brands that still don't, that are still starting out are looking at it. Or maybe likes is like a KPI for a certain brand partner that you may be working with, right? So I don't think it affects it from the brand's decision. I think that if a brand really wants to work with you, they will find a way to work with you. And again, we can always see your likes on desktop. It's not like it's hidden forever. And believe it or not, someone that is me, like that works on the brand side, I use Instagram on desktop a lot. I DM from it, I check likes, I check comments. It's just easier than being on my phone because I'm working on my computer anyways. So now I'm gonna show you how to go ahead and hide your likes. So the way that it's done is that it's on a per post basis, right? So you have to hide it after you're done publishing it. So like, let's go ahead and see, let's just say I like this post and I wanna hide the likes on it, okay? So I would go ahead and click these three little dots and hit hide like count, and then boom, you can't see the number of likes, you can only see the comments. But then when I go to view insights, at the top, I will be able to see the number of likes of that post, right? I see right there it has 234 likes. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that back on, unhide like content, and then there you go, it's up there again. So if that's something that you wanna do, you would just go to individual posts and you would go ahead and click hide likes if you don't want to see the likes on it. And then again, whenever you're ready to see it again, you can just go into your view insights. I'm gonna go ahead and leave them on for the time being. And if there's another interesting thing, if you go into your Instagram settings, you go under privacy, and then you go under posts, you are going to be able to see, you can hide likes and view count from other creators. And this is really interesting. I'm going to talk about this for a second after I'm done screen sharing, but it says you won't see the total number of likes and views on posts from other accounts. You can hide your own likes by doing what I just showed you. So let's talk about this, right? So if you want to go ahead and not see anyone else's likes or views, you can do that. You can go ahead and turn that off. So let's discuss. I think this is super, super interesting because I think that for some creators, or some people that are on Instagram, seeing other people's likes is triggering for them. Like they're like, oh my God, why did this creator get like 5,000 views or 20,000 likes? Like, I don't want to see that. Like, it's stressing me. It's taking away from the fun of Instagram for me. So Instagram is giving you the choice to turn that off to protect your own mental health. So if that's something that you need to not feel competitive or like feel bad about yourself, you can go ahead and turn that off so that your experience on Instagram will not be based on views and likes and all that good stuff. You can just turn it off. So that is totally available to you. So here's the big question. Are you hiding your likes? Or are you not? And again, there's no right or wrong. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Why do you hide them if you do? And if you don't, why don't you hide them? Let's go ahead and I'll learn from each other. Put those answers in the comments for me so I can go ahead and check them out. And I will see you guys in the next video.